Human bodies were preserved in ancient Egypt, whose mummies are still found every day, but you will be surprised to know that the head of a serial killer named Diogo Alves in the University of Portugal has been preserved for about 150 years. Diogo Alves came to Lisbon in search of a job but became Portugal's most dreaded serial killer. Let's know the story of Diogo Alves. Diogo was born in Galicia, Spain in 1810. He came to Lisbon city in Portugal to look for work during his youth. Diogo looked for work for a long time but was unsuccessful. Due to this, he entered the world of crime. Diogo was the first to take the route of plunder, the easy victims of which were the farmers. For this, Diogo chose a bridge over a river in Lisbon, from which farmers often returned to their villages after evening selling grains and vegetables. As soon as Diogo saw a lonely farmer passing by, he used to kill him for loot and throw the dead body from the bridge into the river. Diogo killed dozens of such farmers. When the news of the missing farmers reached the police, they felt that the farmers were committing suicide due to financial constraints. However, some such bodies were found from the river, whose bodies were marked with sharp weapons. This led the police to suspect that farmers were being murdered. When the police started investigating, Diogo stopped looting and went underground for 3 years. After that, he started looting again. Diogo understood that if he remained alone, he would not be able to commit great robbery and that he would be in danger of being caught. Because of this, he started looking for people who were very poor. By doing this, he formed a gang of dozens of people and started committing big crimes. Diogo has also bought a lot of weapons for this, so that he could also face the police. For nearly a year, Diogo killed dozens of people. Diogo would never leave the victim alive. According to the Lisbon police report, he enjoyed brutally killing people. The police had come to know about Diogo's gang, but he often hid in the woods with his gang during the day. That's why the police could not know his location. Meanwhile, Diogo along with his gang raided a doctor's house in Lisbon. After the robbery, he also brutally killed the doctor and fled. The police immediately got to know about the incident, and thus the police suspected that Diogo was hiding somewhere nearby. Eventually, Diogo was caught by the police a few days later, and in 1941, he was sentenced to death for the brutal murder of more than 70 people. When Diogo was hanged, phrenology was a popular subject in Portugal. Phrenology means examining those cells of the brain from which the personality of a person could be ascertained. For this, the scientists had to look for human ends. Due to this, the Portuguese scientists appealed to the court to take Diogo's head. In this way, after hanging, Diogo's head was cut off and preserved. However, during that time, scientists examined Diogo's brain, but they could not identify the cell from the Diogo's personality could be ascertained. As a result, Diogo's head was preserved forever, which is still kept at the University of Lisbon.